Hello everyone, today's WIP day direct from Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. So the past few weeks has been crazy, like insane. I have been so busy. There's so much going on with Innovators Go and my private life, like with the whole idea of traveling as well as I build my project. So we just did it, and there was a lot going on to make it happen. So I had to move out. There was a lot of farewell drinks with family and friends, and of course I had to face the 35 plus hours to get here. We managed to fly standby, so we actually flew to US and then from US to Brazil. It was a really long trip, and but the best part is actually we flew first class for the first time in my life. So from US to Brazil we got it, and it was a big surprise. You should have seen Liam's and I, like our faces. It was just amazing. It was so comfy. So yeah, so it was pretty good. And of course I'm trying to fit in Innovate as you go with all of that. So let's start the WIP today. I hope there's some music, some samba happening outside of the building, so maybe you can hear, I'm not sure. You have the view today. It's not just my wall back in Australia. Now here we have a balcony with the ocean view from my dad's apartment. It's really nice. But anyway, so yeah, let's get the WIP started. What have been doing lately? So I decided that I need to start thinking how I'm gonna make money with Travel Upstream, just to have to start testing, to see if those are actually good ideas. So there are three things happening at the same time. First one is well, I need a website. It's gonna be like a content portal, where I'm gonna talk about long-term travel, and so I actually need to build that website. So at the moment I'm working on the website, I'm working on the wireframes, and in this website I'm going to offer some tools that people are going to be able to, with those tools to make it, I want to make people realize that it is possible to travel long term. So for example, one of the two is going to be a calculator of costs, for example. So all of that requires, a little bit of wireframing and design. So Liam's helping me with that. But before I actually build the website, I'm going to test the wireframes. I'm going to talk to people and see if the user flow, it makes sense to them before I spend any money. So that's one part of the project. With that part is where I'm gonna drive users to the website, so it doesn't really there's no really income coming from that quite yet. And the other two is more where I can see myself making a little bit of money, at least to start with. So the other two is I want to create a little store where I'm gonna sell t-shirts and travel products, related products. Liam is designing some very cool t-shirt with the Travel Upstream theme. So the idea of the Travel Upstream theme is going against the flow, and traveling on your own terms. So we're gonna design a few t-shirts and show people and see what they think. And the last one is I intend to create a course. So this course is to let people to teach people how to travel on long term, like to show the ins and outs of what it is about, like what they usually can give tips, like kind of share my knowledge, what I learned from, like, this is my fourth long-term travel trip, and so I want to just share that. But before I actually create the course, the strategy that I'm taking, it's again, it's about testing. So even for the t-shirts, the little store that I'm creating, as well as the course, I am going to be testing. So the idea is to create a landing page. I'm going to write what the course content is, and I'm going to do a pre-sale, and like with a cheaper cost, just to see if people are actually interested in this, because I think they will, but I'm not sure. I don't know for sure. So I need to test before I spend all my time actually creating a course that nobody's gonna actually be interested in. So again, I am on the testing phase, creating the landing page for the course, the Travel Upstream course, And there is another important part of testing is like when you tell people, are you interested in this course? And they might say, oh yeah, it's amazing, I'm very interested. But putting the payment for it is a different story, you know. So that's why I decided to do a pre-sale, because if someone, just to confirm that people are willing to pay for that type of service product. Yeah, so work on those 3 things at the moment. This week I'll probably have the wireframe and some design of t-shirts ready to be tested. Although I know where I want the direction of this project to go, I decided to hire a copywriter to do the pitch on the landing page, you know, the writing, because I think it's a very important piece and it might be decisive, you know, for someone to buy or not my course. So I went to Upwork. I filter in a very high standard. I have a lot of experience with Upwork and freelancer.com. Sometimes when you look for the really cheap, it can get complicated. Like I have lost a lot of money on those websites and a lot of time and had a lot of headaches. So now to hire someone from those websites, I already filtered, you know, like I want a 90% good reviews. I want them to be in the platform for a while now. They haven't been making X amount of money already. Few things like that. And then at this time I also filter for people coming from Brazil, and I found this girl and she's just amazing. I have been working with her for the past week and she's awesome and she's doing a really great job. And yeah, so that's very exciting as well. Yeah, so I think that's it. That's what's happening. Now that I'm in Brazil, I still need to catch up with family and friends, which is going to take some time from the project itself. But soon I'm going to get in a routine. I'm going to adapt myself. And in the meantime, just if you want to follow what I'm doing, Instagram, I'm being very active over there, putting pictures, doing like the stories. It's actually a new thing for me to do stories, so I'm like learning as I go. But it's quite fun actually doing it. So yeah, keep in touch and I see you next week for our next week.